Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's Sunday morning. It is 7 a.m. for you. Wanted to bring you a weather update this morning. Good news and bad news. Bad news is actually pretty much no changes on that part there. The good news is this. Precipitation is wrapping up this morning. Again, I'll repeat to you, precipitation is in the process of wrapping up this morning for us across the area. So that is the good news there that we are talking about. The bad news is we are still in store, and be patient with me. I'm just updating a couple of things here. So whenever we take this live on the air in just a moment for you to show you what is going on. So the bad news is this here. We're in store for very cold temperatures. I still recommend do not get out and travel, okay? Don't get out and travel because of the roadways across the area. We got fortunate. And one of the things, if you watched me yesterday, and I've said for the past few days, I said, you know what? That column of air up there, if it was just cold enough, we would have sleet, not freezing rain. And I said yesterday, I said, man, I've been looking at all the models and the official forecast that was coming out in the sense of, you know, and I understand why that was saying freezing rain, freezing rain. I said, I just think that column of air is cold enough for just sleet in a lot of areas. Now, some areas did get freezing rain, don't get me wrong. But a lot of the area, fortunately, got a lot of sleet. Now, I know some of you that are watching this right now, you may not have power and you're saying, Patrick, I disagree with you. That's because, yeah, there was enough freezing rain in some locations, and I know for a fact that there are tree limbs down, power outages, some trees down as well, and that's an unfortunate situation. But looking at the big picture of everything, things could have been a lot worse for us across the area. So let's talk about that right now. Let's go outside live for you right now to see what is going on. We got a couple of cameras. We can't show you all the cameras only because they're iced over. So this is Natchitoches, and it appears here Natchitoches looks like, if I'm looking at the red brick streets there on the right, there right next to my image on the screen, you are actually seeing a little bit of some slushiness there in Natchitoches. So it looks like you had a little bit of sleet. You might have had some freezing rain as well. As far as what's going on there for you in Logansport, but look, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a beautiful picture there as far as seeing the sleet that's there. On the other hand, though, it's a lot of sleet on those bridges that you see there going across from into Texas. So please be careful if you're out this morning. And I did drive into work this morning. I do not recommend that for anybody. It's your choice to make, but I do not recommend getting out on the roads. If you can stay home today. Do not venture out. I know some of you aren't going to listen to me. You're going to venture out no matter what. But the great thing is that for me, I was concerned, but the sleet there, I was able to manage my drive. I went very, very slow to go and get into work for you this morning. But let's talk a little bit about traffic as far as what's going on. A lot of slow places there. Overall, you see the yellows for you, some reds as well. And don't forget, obviously, I-49 in Shreveport proper is shut down still because of the elevated surfaces that's on there for you. So as far as elsewhere, we'll take a look and see. This happens to be right there on the north side of Cross Lake, going over Cross Lake there. And you can see it's completely covered up with sleet this morning. And so, again, don't get out. Do not get out this morning. Do not get out today because this is not going anywhere. Because temperatures should stay below freezing today. It's going to be way below freezing tonight, and that is the big problem there. Now we're going to go over and take a look at things at Interstate 20 over in Bossier City. This image on the left, this is from the DOTD cameras, is I-20 at Traffic Street there. Looks like we got a little lane there cleared up, but it's probably it looks like I'm going down further down. It looks a little icier there, too, from that sleet. And the one on the right, I-20 at Barksdale. Last night, it had an unusual phenomenon. It happened, though, instability in the atmosphere, and some of you encountered thundersleet last night. That's right. Sounds like a name of a band or something. Probably is, by the way. But the thing of it is, it created a lot of downbursts of sleet. I recorded some video last night, and that's some of the heaviest downbursts of sleet that I have seen before. But like I said, the good news is a lot of the precip is coming to an end. You might encounter a little bit of light stuff out there, and that's about all. Still, some little slow go at times along I-49 going up to Texarkana, and then we go up to Texarkana area as well to see what's going on there. And again, a little bit of slowing down for you. Now, typically speaking, we see these yellow lines, we think a bunch of traffic. That's not the case this time. But you see the yellow lines, even the reds, that's basically meaning that it's just whoever's there is going to be going very, very slow because of the situation. And this actually happens to be one of the shots there for you coming in at I-30 and 93 there for you on the north side of Texarkana. So that's how things are looking there for us for right now. Let's talk a little bit about the precip. Matter of fact here, be patient with me. I'm going to switch over. We're going to stop this loop here, and I'm going to switch over to our radar source here. We're going to do a little analysis to see what's going on. First of all, this is a regional composite of the radar images, but we're going to go here for you, and we'll switch over to our Willis Knighton Mega 3 Live Doppler radar, and you're able to see the precip. Now, it's showing right now that there could be a brief, I don't really go by this all the time, but since the system's wrapping up, would not be surprised on the back edge of it, you see a little bit changeover, whether it's sleet or to a little light snow. I'm going to go outside in a minute and see if we see anything like that. I do not expect any type of big accumulation from any of this at all. The other reason why I wanted to look at this for you, and we'll do this. We're going to go out to the regional view and let you see. So this is why I said it's wrapping up, because the only thing that's left is this area out here. And that's going to probably pretty much miss us or rotate on up to the north, east just a little bit more. So anyway, so let's switch things up here. Let's go back and take a look at, for you right now, I want to look at our power outage situation to see what is going on so you can get an idea of the power outages for you here in our area. I'm trying to find the graphic there for you and let you see that for just a moment. So power outages. Totals will go in the air and look at that widespread outages all across the south this morning. Let's take off this, take off that. So look at all the outages. A lot of them here in the Arklatex. So we'll go here a little bit closer and we'll just highlight some of these for you right now. And again, these are taken, obviously we have SWEPCO here, but there's other utility companies around the area. And this tries to look at the big picture as far as reports. So I'm going to show you Caddo Parish, about 12,000 customers there. Bossier Parish, only about 300. DeSoto Parish, about 10,000 customers. We'll go over to East Texas for you, let you see these outages as well. Got quite a few 12,000 ones there. Texarkana, Bowie County, we'll go over to the Southwest Arkansas too and let you see what you see here. So again, it gives you a little bit of an idea of the outages, so quite a few folks. But I'm going to be honest with you. This could have been a lot worse, a lot worse. Now, just because the precip is ending doesn't mean you're out of the woods yet when it comes to power outages. Ice has already accumulated on trees and power lines. Takes one little thing to break to trigger a fuse popping out, hit that line, something like that going on. So you're not out of the woods yet whenever it comes to that situation there. Let's go back to our graphics. Just showed you what's going on. So technically speaking, we still have in place for us for right now that winter storm warning in the northern areas of the Arklatex. In the southern areas, we have that ice storm warning. But like I said, the good news is a majority of what fell overnight was sleet with little pockets of freezing rain. Current temperatures, 18 Idabel, 18 Mount Pleasant, 28 Shreveport, 27 Mansfield, 25 Texarkana. Very little warm-up expected today because Shreveport technically right now is close to what we have in there for your forecast high for the day. I think we're going to stay, some areas might warm up a little bit, others probably will not. Here's your forecast for today. Some 20s expected below freezing. Here's the shocker here. Tonight, and again, these numbers may be fine-tuned later on today because you got to realize the snow and the sleet or whatever's on the ground has a real big impact on the air temperature. We could be looking at 4 in Idabel, 12 Shreveport. Could get down to single digits, but right now we got 12, 8 in Marshall. Folks, this is now the time. The hard freeze sets in tonight. The power grid could get strained a little bit more. So again, you could have power outages. I hope you've been dripping your water because now's the time that I think if we start having issues with the infrastructure, I think too they recommend sometimes putting some water in your tub that if the water system goes down so you have something to flush the toilet. And so, yeah, you got plenty of ice outside you can go pick up too. We had to do that during Snowmageddon. Forecast highs tomorrow there for you in the upper 20s to lower 30s. Some areas could flirt with freezing, but it's rather doubtful just because of all the sleet we have around. So you see the precip's coming to an end, getting on out of here. I expect very little more in accumulation as we work our way through the day today. So the key component is what we have now is what we're keeping. It's going to stay cold today below freezing. It's going to be way below freezing tonight and below freezing again once we make our way into tomorrow here for us here locally in the Arklatex. So we'll jump on ahead to our forecast. Oh, here's a good thing for you. If you can, upstairs, if y'all are able to hear me, if you can remove my image there on the screen because I'm blocking up something very, very important. I need to go in there. I'm going to fine-tune something. I'm even going to take out that 20%. There was talk in the extended forecast, and this could go back, but talk in the extended forecast of another winter storm perhaps on Friday. That's no longer in the models. So we'll watch that and see if we need to put it back in or not. But right now, I'll tell you, I'm going to leave in that 20% chance just to highlight that for us. But right now, I am not, my confidence level is just on the low end for that perspective there. But today, 29 degrees for that high. Some areas colder than that. Tomorrow morning, temperatures single digits to near 12, for example, in Shreveport. Very cold temperatures indeed. Okay, I'll wrap it up. Don't forget, 8 a.m. this morning, KTBS. We will be on the air for you then with more extensive updates for you. So make sure you tune in. Live reports as well on this winter weather situation. Again, recapping for you. A lot of the precip's coming to an end. Do not get out and travel today, and get ready for a bitterly cold night tonight, and we'll see you at 8 a.m. this morning.